girl. Come here. Come.
See how nice and new it looks? See this little screw piece right here? This little screw piece is what's loose that was causing it to leak, and so we weren't able to keep fuel in the water separator.
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came into running and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
This is why my trailer was so heavy. All these 50 pallets of water. I don't know if y'all can see, but let's see if I can. We're at Tyndall right now. Man, is it moist down here. It's super humid, guys. But now, see, this is the commissary tobacco. And I've got to walk it over to the commissary because I'm not docking my truck over there. It's just like right there. So this was an extra load here. We had 13 pallets of water on the truck. That's why it was so heavy. And then a little bit of boxes, and then 3 boxes for the commissary. So I'm gonna walk off all the way over there, and well, not all the way, it's right there. We're gonna take this over there. So there was one year my husband came down here by himself to deliver, and he had just been outside of his truck like stretching and stuff. And then when the exchange guys opened up the thing and he walked in all willy-nilly, they're like, "Hey, didn't you see that bear that was just by your truck?" He's like, "Bear? What bear?" He said, "There was a bear just now at the door of your truck, like not even a few minutes before you walked in." So, in case y'all want to know whether or not there's bears in Florida, there is. Good morning, guys. So we are finished. I offloaded the trailer with the guys in there. I helped because it was about 14 pallets of water. That's why our trailer was so heavy. But the only thing is that on the paperwork, it didn't say it was water. It just said non-alcoholic tins, which is a very odd way to label something when it's just water. Y'all to watch all these cars. I can't turn here at all because I gotta take the whole road. Literally 10 cars. They wouldn't stop. They just kept going. 10 cars passed in front instead of keeping your eyesights open to see where vehicles are at that are driving on these roads. These folks just be whipping it. But anyway, so yeah, the trailer was absolutely full. And then I had to walk over to the commissary. It is hot as balls down here. Like very, very, very humid. These roads are so small on this base, it just doesn't even make sense to have a 53-foot trailer coming down here to deliver. Okay, well, my front camera just shut off, but I guess I showed you what I needed to show you, right? So anyways, I felt bad because there's this elderly guy that was... So the trailer, their dock is not straight, it's actually on a decline, so pulling pallets of water up is a pain in the butt. Like, serious pain in the butt. It just, I felt bad because this elderly guy was the one doing it, and he was having a hard time. Even though there was two of us on the back end pushing, he was still having a hard time, and I felt really bad. I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to, you know, step on his toes. But we got badges. We got our badges for here. So that means now we don't have to stop at the commercial gate. We can come through the main gate if we want to, which is awesome. So yeah, that's fantastic. And they don't expire until next year. But anyhow, yeah, we're about to get off this base here and get on this 231, stay on 231 until we hit I-10. But actually, I'm gonna stop and take a shower because I'm super sweaty. And yesterday I got a little bit sweaty doing that water separator. So we had, the issue that we had was at first we stopped, we actually still have it, so I'll show you guys. But at first we were, the emissions thing came on and it says like fuel rail pressure, but the first thing you want to check when it says that is your water separator filter. Ours did not get changed when the oil change happened, which it should have been changed. We asked them every time to change it, but they didn't change it. And then we've been putting some diesel treatment in the fuel tank. Hold on, Lucas diesel treatment. But it blows a lot of exhaust through your truck, so you're gonna have your filter's gonna get black faster. So ours is like jet black. And so we went ahead and I stopped because we had already used our filter and I hadn't purchased a new one yet. So I stopped at a TA, went inside, grabbed a filter. It was like 40 bucks. And then we changed it right there in the TA parking lot, like 20 minutes it took. So, but all my husband did was take the globe off. We didn't even take the fuel out. We put the new filter in and then put it back on. But that globe, we've had issues with it where there's this release valve that you twist, the little rubber grommet that keeps that release valve sealed from leaking, I guess is decayed, and I'm sure it's as old as the truck. So when we went down 30 miles to the QT to fuel, the damn light came right back on. We pulled into the fuel aisle and then the truck just shut off. Because what was happening is the fuel out of the water separator globe was leaking out, so there was no fuel getting into the truck. There was a jet when he took off kind of like sideways, and it looked like a Top Gun move. It was so cool. What is that? Oh, what is that? Anyways, let's go talk about the fuel filter again. So anyways, so right there in the fuel aisle, my husband had to go to the restroom, and so I was like, man, we can't be messing around with this. So I just went ahead and pulled out the new globe. But the new globe was different from the old Globe because the new Globe didn't have an additional, there's 2 electrical connections. So I was like, damn, I hope this doesn't cause, you know, any issues. Well, when I turned it over, it still pumped fuel into it, and it didn't give me any issues as far as getting the truck started or anything. My husband turned the light off, and everything's been fine since. So whatever that extra connector goes to or is for, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to research it. But yeah, pretty cool. New Globe in there. It's crystal clear. You can see the color. The other one, we couldn't see the color of our filter ever. So, you know, new Globe on there, crystal clear, no problems. Truck run is perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. I want y'all to see this view right here. I love driving over this bridge right here. This is just, it's so beautiful. I couldn't imagine living right here because, you know, hurricanes and stuff, but you can see boats, you can see the beautiful water, the bright blue sky. Anyhow, guys, so yeah, I'm gonna be stopping up here to take a shower, so that means I will see you all in a little bit. Enjoy this ride right here because I love driving through this area. It's so pretty. Peace. So it's kind of funny, but that other Axft driver is right behind me. So we had the main store only and then tobacco, but he actually still he had the express, and then he still needs to go to Camp Shelby. So I'm sure his trailer is super full as well. Like I'm sure he had a lot of water, especially for this express, because they're getting prepared for hurricane season. So they're getting generators, and that's why they got so much water today. And the loads were separated, because usually he would have done the main store and then the express and then headed to Mississippi for Camp Shelby. But he just had the express in Camp Shelby, so that means that he very likely, if he's just now finishing himself around the same time as us, that means he had a lot of water too, and he probably still has a lot of water for Camp Shelby up there. So anyways, just a thought. See y'all later. Here are all those little locusts in the trees. It's a nice little truck stop here. We're still in Florida. Nice clean restroom. Pretty palm trees. I had to use the restroom. And now I'm gonna go ahead and let my dog out. My road dog. You see her in there? See her? I can't pan in, but she's up in the window. Wait for me to come back. She's gonna start scratching out the window in just a second. Probably jumping seat to seat right now, like a little nutcase. Little tails in there wagging. You need to go to the potty. Wait, hold on. You going to the restroom? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Come here. Come. Over here. Back. Bella. Back. Back. Thank you. Let's go. Where you get tied up. You're not a boy dog. You don't pee on things like that. Stopped at this rest stop to use the restroom, let my dog go to the restroom. I laid down to take like a 15-minute nap. I think it ended up being a half-hour nap. Made myself some coffee. It was sunny when I walked out of the restrooms. It's a cute little place here. And then when I wake up from my nap, it is pouring rain. So I ended up having to tape my door, but now I'm taking off because after making my coffee, and it's freaking sunny again. Like, make that make sense, man. Got my little espresso coffee, baby. Got those birds trying to eat that roadkill, fresh guts. So I bought this cup the other day because I might as well have paid. I paid for the cup because I got a cup of hot water. And they just charged me for the cup and not the hot water. And I'm gonna grab some to-go cups like this for the truck. Almost 2 months.
You got to stop.
And then he's like, I guess he came in and he's like, I detect some tension here. And she's like, well, you're supposed to be helping us here. Like, you're supposed to be helping offload. He's like, oh, well, I was told by the other drivers that we don't help here. We just go back to our truck. And she's like, no, absolutely not.
So they're fucking each other.
So somebody probably told him that so he could lose his route if they complain because they want that route.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind helping. So that gives me a little bit of a workout. I told her today, I was like, look, the only store I don't like helping is Lackland. And she started laughing. I think she used to work at Lackland. I was like, because those guys they don't work efficiently at all. They're too busy, wondering who's conversating about what and playing music and, not moving one tiny box at a time and not even pushing the boxes on the belt. They'll just walk halfway down the belt to grab one box, and it just doesn't make sense. They're dependent on the driver to do everything. Got a little bit of traffic here. I saw it on the map before I took off. Right lane is closed up here. That's why we're going so slow. I don't know where that damn Jeep thinks they're going. I mean, why they're even trying to rush up here. See, right now, if this was Texans, because right now the right lane is majority clear. We just had one car drive up past us all to try to get in up there at the front. But everybody is in the left-hand lane. They saw the sign that said half a mile, get over, right lane closed, so everybody is over where they should be. They're so goddamn rude that they'll jam their cars up in there and try to skip in front of everybody because they're in a rush to get where. Now we had, a Texan, and another Texan doing that.
Too bad you don't have the forward camera on. It's too late now. Two Texas cars.
Two Texas cars just went around all traffic to get up here and cut in front. Just as I'm talking about it, because we're supposed to be the Southern courtesy and all that, but we're the rudest motherfucking people ever.
Georgia, we're not Georgia.
Texas folks are the rudest drivers ever.
Yeah, that's right. And Texas will fuck you up. Come talk that shit. And as you can see, I'm getting closer. You can see the plate. Texas, both of those cars
cut just came around everybody else and cut, and they were both from Texas as I'm talking about it. This is definitely a beautiful drive. This highway I-10 through these trees and everything through Florida is beautiful. Gotta give it that. Florida is beautiful. Anyhow, guys, enjoy the scenery. Peace. Fuel filter, water separator filter from yesterday. I'll show you guys here in a few minutes. It's pretty dark. I'm gonna walk to the other side and put the other pump in, but I like to go ahead and walk around my trailer at the same time and just double check and make sure everything looks good. Could tell how some of these trailers had to be curbed going around, you know, to some of these bases. It's kind of nuts. Show you the separator we changed. See how nice and new it looks? And just in case, you always want one of these on your truck if you have one of those water filter separators. There's different sizes, so make sure you get your size. And this is the other globe. And so, see this little screw piece right here? This little screw piece is what's loose that was causing it to leak, and so we weren't able to keep fuel in the water separator. I kept it because if that's the only part I need to change out on it, I can use this as a backup if anything ever goes wrong. Let's see if I can, look at how black that was. That's why our emissions light came on, because of this black filter here. See how grody that is? That's what we got. $350, 116 gallons, so that will give us 7 miles per gallon, 82 miles. And just in case you didn't know, those point systems at Lowe's and TAs are scams. Hey, you're in my way, get! another 2 hours from here to drive before it's my husband's turn. Maybe 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 hours to drive from here. So I'm hoping that puts us somewhere around like Atchafalaya-ish. So anyways, I'm about to get on this road and we'll catch you guys in a few. Nice. We are here at Orange, Texas, and I am about to fuel. Alright, so we put 200 here in Orange, Texas at this 279. So that puts us right back at a full tank-ish. And then my husband will hit Oklahoma City when he goes through there tonight. My clock is about done. I got like an hour and a half. I drove extra because we got called in mid-route back for a Fort Leonard Wood doubles switch. So we are going to go ahead and take that. That means we're going to stop on the way, take a shower, and then continue heading up that direction. So now we ate most of everything that I brought, so now we're gonna stop and grab something to eat. Right across the street is a Denny's, Flying J Denny's, so I'm gonna run in there and probably get us some to-go burgers. Anyways, guys, we'll be back on the horn here in a little bit.
All right, so anyways, it is June 9th, Monday evening, 2019, in the evening, 2025. So June 9th, 2025, 2019 in the evening. So we got a call to go to Missouri, so we're gonna pull some doubles to Missouri tonight. We should get there around maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, hook up, and then be headed on to Missouri. Get to Missouri sometime in the afternoon. I got about as much sleep as I could get.
Chewy sweet tarts with the little minis. I got Big Red. We can share a little bit. Get down. We can share a little bit of that. I got you a Pepsi and a Dr. Pepper.
Because we haven't eaten. We actually didn't eat yesterday at all, except for she made a couple sandwiches for us. So we ate a couple sandwiches, and then she had little like hams and pickles and carrots, so we've had all that, which I'm sure she showed you already. So yeah, I'm gonna be driving from here after we eat. We're gonna go pick up the doubles. Anyway, she lost this little extension piece that we need for the lights in the back, so I'm gonna go. Well, we have the lights plugged up. She always is unplugging these lights up here for no reason. But the lights edition, especially down here, has been awesome. Just for visibility's sake, when you drop something or when the dog's on the ground, you really can't see her. So now with this light here on the ground, it's pretty awesome. Let me go try to find the light back there.